Did you know that Japan has more people living past 100 than almost any other country on Earth? As of recent estimates, over 90,000 Japanese citizens are centenarians, and that number continues to grow every year. Meanwhile, in the West, many people spend thousands of dollars on gym memberships, supplements, and trendy fitness programs, yet struggle with stiffness, balance problems, and chronic pain by their 60s and 70s. So researchers began asking a simple question. What are Japanese elders doing differently? When teams from Harvard, Stanford, and multiple Japanese universities followed older adults in Japan for several years, they expected to find the answer in diet or genetics. But that wasn't the full story. What shocked researchers most was something far simpler and far more overlooked. It wasn't intense exercise, that IT wasn't expensive equipment, that IT wasn't special supplements. The real difference was found in 6 basic daily movements practiced quietly, consistently, and naturally, often without even thinking of them as exercise. These movements were so ordinary that Western doctors initially dismissed them as insignificant, until brain scans, balance testing, and long-term aging data revealed something extraordinary. Japanese elders who practiced these movements daily showed significantly better balance, greater joint mobility, slower cognitive decline, and far higher independence well into their 80s and 90s. One Stanford researcher called it the most overlooked factor in healthy aging. Today, you're going to learn these 6 movements, starting with the simplest and building to the most powerful. And stay with me until the end, because number 1 is the movement linked to the largest lifespan advantage. Yet almost no one in the West practices it. Before we begin, tell us in the comments your age, where you're watching from. We read every comment, and this community learns from each other. Now, let's begin with the foundation of them all. Number 6, slow walking, Sampo. At first glance, this one seems too simple to matter. Walking. But in Japan, Sampo is not just walking, it's intentional, mindful movement. Japanese elders practice slow walking at about half the speed of typical Western walking. Not power walking, not speed walking. Slow, deliberate movement. Most do it for 20 to 30 minutes each morning, often before breakfast. The difference lies in how they walk. Instead of rushing, each step is placed with awareness. The entire foot contacts the ground, heel arch, then toes. Breathing is synchronized. Inhale for 2 steps. Brief pause. Exhale for 4 steps. This rhythm gently links the cardiovascular system with the nervous system. A long-term study from Kyoto University followed over 3,000 adults over 60 for 10 years. Those who practiced daily slow walking showed significantly lower arterial stiffness, better blood pressure control, and notably better balance compared to faster walkers. Why? Because slow walking activates the body's proprioceptive system, the network of sensors in your feet, ankles, and joints that tell your brain where your body is in space. Each foot contains 33 joints. When you rush, many of them barely engage. When you slow down, they all wake up. That constant feedback strengthens balance, posture, and spatial awareness. To practice Sampo, walk slowly enough that you could comfortably hold a conversation. Roll through the entire foot. Look forward, not down. Keep arms relaxed. Start with 10 minutes and build gradually. This isn't about distance, it's about quality of movement. And once the foundation is set, Japanese elders move on to something that prepares the entire body for the day. Number 5, radio calisthenics, Regio Taiso. Every morning at exactly 6:30 a.m., a familiar melody plays across Japan's public radio. It signals Regio Taiso, a short sequence of gentle movements practiced daily since 1928. Millions of people, including elders in their 70s, 80s, and beyond, still perform it. Despite the name, this isn't intense exercise. It's a flowing routine of dynamic movements lasting just over 3 minutes. No holding positions, no straining, no exhaustion. Just continuous, rhythmic motion. Researchers from Osaka Medical College studied thousands of older adults who practiced Regio Taiso daily. Compared to non-practitioners, they experienced fewer falls, less chronic joint pain, better shoulder, hip, and spinal mobility. The secret lies in synovial fluid, the natural lubricant inside your joints. Movement stimulates its production. Without movement, joints stiffen. With gentle daily motion, they stay smooth and pain-free. Regio Taiso includes arm raises to open the chest, shoulder rotations, gentle spinal twists, side bends, light marching and shallow squats. The entire body is addressed without stress. Japanese elders typically do this immediately after waking, when connective tissues are most responsive. If you can't do the full routine, even 5 minutes of gentle full-body movement in the morning provides benefits. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. And now we come to a movement most Western adults lose entirely. Number 4. Deep squat rest, Shinko-Zie. In Japanese parks, gardens, and homes, you'll often see elders resting comfortably in a deep squat. Heels flat, spine upright, completely relaxed. Many can hold this position for several minutes. Most Western adults over 60 can't hold it for more than a few seconds. This isn't about athleticism, it's about movement retention. The deep squat is a fundamental human position. Babies do it naturally. Many cultures maintain it for life. Chair-based living causes this ability to disappear. A 12-year study from the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology followed thousands of seniors. Those who could comfortably squat had far greater hip and ankle mobility, lower rates of assisted living placement, better independence in daily tasks. The deep squat preserves hip range of motion, strengthens stabilizing muscles, maintains ankle flexibility, supports spinal health. To build toward it, start with support, wall, or chair. Keep feet slightly turned out. Use a rolled towel under heels if needed. Hold briefly, multiple times per day. Japanese elders integrate squatting naturally, gardening, waiting, resting. It becomes part of life, not a workout. And that daily integration sets the stage for one of the most powerful balance practices ever studied. Number 3. Single leg standing, ASHI Dachi. In Japan, single leg standing is often prescribed like medicine. Adults over 60 are encouraged to practice standing on one leg for 1 minute per side, twice daily. The data supporting it is remarkable. A long-term study tracking over 12,000 participants found dramatically fewer falls and fractures among those who practice daily. Why does it work so well? Because balance is not just muscular, it's neurological. Standing on one leg forces thousands of micro-adjustments, activation of stabilizing muscles, continuous communication between brain, eyes, inner ear, and joints. Brain imaging shows increased activity in areas responsible for coordination and spatial awareness. To practice safely, stand near support. Lift one foot slightly. Focus on a fixed point. Breathe normally. Start with 20 to 30 seconds and build. Many Japanese elders do this while brushing their teeth, anchoring the habit to an existing routine. This one simple practice preserves balance better than almost any other intervention. Now let's move to a movement that challenges both body and brain at once. Number 2, floor sitting and transitions. Here's something remarkable. Japanese elders move from standing to the floor and back up dozens of times per day. They sit on the floor for meals, conversation, relaxation. Each transition is a full-body movement requiring strength, coordination, flexibility, balance, planning. A large study comparing floor sitters to chair-only users found greater leg strength, better hip mobility, higher independence, even better cognitive scores. Why? Because getting down to the floor and back up activates the prefrontal cortex, the brain's planning and decision-making center. It's physical and cognitive training combined. Start gradually. Use cushions or low stools. Use hands initially. Practice on soft surfaces. Even a few transitions per day make a difference. The ability to rise from the floor without assistance is one of the strongest predictors of longevity ever identified. And now, the movement that ties everything together. Number 1. The towel twist tenugui hibiki. This is the movement that surprised researchers the most. All it requires is a simple towel. You hold it in front of you, create tension, and gently rotate the torso side to side while breathing slowly. But the effects go far beyond what it looks like. Electromyography studies show activation of deep spinal stabilizers, core muscles, grip muscles, even muscles of the feet. This is whole-body integration. A long-term Japanese cohort study found that seniors who practiced this movement daily maintained strong grip strength, better posture, greater mobility, and longer independence. The twisting motion activates bilateral brain coordination, strengthening communication between hemispheres. To perform it, hold towel at shoulder height. Pull outward to create tension. Rotate torso slowly. Breathe steadily. Just 1 minute in the morning and 1 at night. No equipment. No strain. No exhaustion. Yet it influences nearly every system in the body. Conclusion: a different way to age. The lesson here isn't that Japanese elders are superhuman. It's that they never stopped moving naturally. These 6 movements: preserve function, protect balance, maintain strength, support the brain. They don't fight aging, they work with it. You don't need all 6 to start. Pick one that integrated into daily life. Build slowly. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which movement feels most helpful for you right now? Have you tried any of these before? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and here's to aging with strength, clarity, and confidence.